on, YouTube family, man? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're starting off with some crazy news, man. I ended up losing my most loved vehicle, man. My favorite vehicle that I've ever owned, probably. And it's sad. So I haven't placed it on the channel too often. I never really put it on the channel that much. But my little truck, man, my little Ranger Mazda B4000, the little truck, I'll post a little picture of it here. I actually got that truck from my uncle when he passed away. Put it back together, put a new motor. I replaced damn near everything on that truck. It got me through my business, the detailing, everything, man. It was my hauler, the daily. I think it was like a couple days ago or so. I had the munchies at like 1, 2 in the morning. So I decided to drive a Jack in the Box. And like I tell everybody about this truck, man, God is usually always with me with that truck, because every time I have an issue with that truck, I either make it home, I'm either close to home, or the issue will happen somewhere far away from home, but it won't necessarily break until I get home. Just for instance, the starter went out one time. I was driving that truck all day. I was in Dallas detailing. I was all over the place. I had my cousin with me, working with me. Literally, as soon as I get to the front of my house and I turn the truck off and I go inside the house, I come out, the starter goes out. Long story short, I was at Jack in the Box getting some food, man. I was in line for at least 30 minutes. I was just sitting in line, you know, listening to my music, just scrolling through my phone, watching stuff. Literally, next thing you know, I get to the window to pay for my order, and I guess my HID headlight had a shortage, and the ballast caught on fire, and literally caught fire and burnt pretty much the harness, the headlight housing, that headlight part of my hood and fender, and caught the truck on fire, and I had to push it out of the way. And literally, I was sitting in line for about 30 minutes, so it could have happened when I was behind other vehicles, everything like that, but it literally waited until nobody was in front of me, and then it happened, and I was able to push myself out the way. Sadly, I had to get the truck towed to the house. Like I said, I used that truck for my business, so I didn't have time to really fix it or look into it and mess with it, stuff like that. I just didn't have the time, and you know, that truck did its due diligence, man. It did its work, it did its job. So I ended up having to wait for a tow truck till like 6 a.m. Got the truck home. It sat here for a little bit. I kind of looked at it and I contemplated. I was like, man, I really don't even have the time to mess with this right now, just because simply that's my only vehicle, because I sold the vet. So, you know, my truck is my hauler, my detailing equipment. I gotta get another vehicle. So I ended up getting a new Ford Ranger. Thing's super mint, it's immaculate. I'm in it right now. It seems so similar to the last truck, but this is actually a new truck. And sadly, you know, the new owners came, they towed the truck away. They bought it, picked it up from me, and they said they're gonna get it back running. And they said they would bring it by and let me drive it, and whenever I wanted to check it out, you know, drive it, I can. Oh man, B4000 is gone. My little truck. I think this one hurt me more than any of my cars, man. I've been having that truck the longest out of everything. Shout out to them. I hope they get that truck running back good, man. That was like a prized possession for me, and I really love that truck more than any vehicle that I've owned. And I've always told everybody, you know, I love my truck more than any of my cars, just because that truck, you know, has sentimental value, and it got me everywhere I needed to go. But I just didn't have the time or, you know, will to even fix it, just because it's ran its course, man. That truck did its due diligence. So now we're in the new Ranger. I was going to do a side build on the channel for this Ranger, and to be honest, I'm not really a truck person. I see a lot of people tell me to build trucks and stuff. I don't like trucks like that, you know. I love trucks. I just don't really personally like to build them myself, just because I just like cars better, you know. But I do love a nice truck, man. I do love a nice truck. So having that said, let's check out the Ranger. Here's the new little Ranger, guys, man. All white, fresh little truck. It's really, really clean. I already have some parts on the way for this truck. Like I said, I'm gonna do a side build on the channel for the Ranger. I'm looking for some wheels and tires right now. I ordered some crystal clear, brand new headlights and corner lights. They're gonna be all clear. I'm gonna redo this grille, all black. Probably have my guy Raul repaint my bumper. There's really nothing wrong with it, but just like the little scrape right here and like a little chip in the paint right here. I don't really like that stuff. I like my stuff to be super clean, so I might have him do that. I low-key am scared to put HIDs in here again, simply because of what happened with the last one, but I think it was just a ballast issue. I already put the LED interior lighting from my last truck. I ordered some new C-style tail lights, man. They're like the new F350 trucks with the C-bar. I ordered those tail lights for this truck. It's gonna be super clean. I may lift it, may not. This is an Edge version, so it already comes with, you know, lifted higher than the regular Rangers. And geez, let me show you guys the engine bay. This thing's clean. Like, check this out, guys. It's super clean in here. Like, this thing is minty. And check this out, guys. This is the engine, man. Super clean. Like, look at the fluids. You can, when it says when, you can see fluids in the truck. Like, this thing is minty. So I'm gonna definitely try to keep up with this, keep the engine bay cleaned up. I like my truck super clean. So pretty sure here I'm probably gonna go clean it up. AC is cold, everything works, no noises. I mean, there's like one little small damage to the back part of the bed. I mean, it's like a little, somebody tried to do dentless repair and fix like a small dent or something. So I'm gonna fix that. The new fog light housing, I put the LEDs in here, so it has LEDs from the last truck, but this fog light housing, the glass right here is messed up on this one, so I'm gonna get new housings for that. And then the first thing I did when I got the truck, man, I got the windows tinted 5%, because when I first got this truck, dude, the fucking windows were not tinted, and it was like you can see right through the back and see what I was doing on the inside of the truck, and that is not acceptable. Like I said, I'm not really a truck person, but Rangers, for some reason, like Ford Rangers and like the little small trucks, Tacomas, like like my cousin has a little SR5, little Toyota that his grandpa gave him a long time ago. He's been building on that truck. Like, these little small trucks just got a soft spot to me, man. They are fun, they're comfortable as hell. Like, this truck drives like a new truck, and they just do their job. Like, they're little workhorses, man. These little trucks get you where you need to go, and they take care of business. Some of you might like it, some of you may not. I mean, I'll post a picture here of kind of what I want my truck to look like once I do this little small build. So if you guys are interested in seeing the little Ranger build as we go, looking for a new car and stuff like that, so stay tuned to the channel, hit that like, subscribe button, man. And don't forget, we're still doing that turbo giveaway. Thanks to maxpeedingrods.com. Shop on the site, use the code htnerd for 15% off anything on the website. Imports, muscle cars, anything. They got all kind of stuff on there. I might be ordering some stuff for the Ranger on there. All right, guys, time to do a little facelift on the Ranger. Got the new parts in. I actually got a bed cover that just came in. I just installed that. But these headlights, they gotta go, man. They're yellowed out, and then I am not a fan of amber corner lights. I've never been a fan of those amber. And then this grill, it's like all faded and stuff like that. So we're gonna do a facelift real quick. This is how the Ranger's looking right now. And then we got these parts that just came in today. Ooh, sheesh. Now let me set that up next to that. Look at that, man. Big difference. Plus, we're gonna have the clear corner light, man. Oh, and then this morning I actually had my LED light guy come. So we got new HID LED headlights. These are the ones without the ballast. I asked for those specifically just because I didn't want to have the same mishap with the last truck. So these do not have ballast. They are just LEDs. And then we got the LED turn signals, reverse lights, everything. I'm gonna say the reverse lights for the new tail lights when they come in, but we got everything for the front end right now, so let's go ahead and do that. If I'm not mistaken, man, the Rangers have the easiest to remove headlights that I've ever seen. I think you just take this cover off and there's two tabs and you just pull the lights out. It's a 5.5 millimeter for these two little bolts right here. All right, got both of those off. Okay, so if you see these two tabs right here, I guess these are two lock tabs. You just pull it up and it releases the headlight. Same on this side, you just pull it up and look at that, it's already ready to come out. If they can make other headlights this simple, man, boy. All right, just like that, they're out. I have to just grab this little tab right here, pull it up. Then you have your connections right here, so you wouldn't want to disconnect these. That's like the first thing you want to do. It's kind of hard for me to do with one hand. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect these. I'm gonna go ahead and get the LED bulbs placed in the new headlights and just set them up and get that side marker out of there as well. Check that out, guys. There is no comparison. Look at that headlight compared to this one, and then these are the side markers, man. Compare these side markers to these amber things. Ooh, she about to be looking clean. All right, so I actually painted the grill black. I got these side markers that I'm getting ready to install. As you see, these are the normal bulbs. I'm gonna take those out and replace them with the LED bulbs. Yes, sir. We got the LED turn signal in there. Sheesh. A lot better, boy. Got the all clears on there. No orange in there. The only orange you're seeing is because of my shirt. You know, I got the construction shirt on, but man, those the old ones. Can't even compare those things to those. Now I gotta get that other side in. There we go, guys. God, it looks like such a facelift, boy. I ain't gonna lie, these headlights was pissing me off a little bit, so I had to go ahead and shut the camera off and try to get them in there, because the thing is with these headlights, so you have these adjusters right here when you're trying to put them back in, and on the new ones, since they're brand new, these are really loose. So when you're trying to put them in, these are going all over the place instead of going in the holes. These are very, very stiff, and they're able to adjust the headlight. I don't know why they just didn't make them one piece to where they just go in and out, but we got them in, blacked out the grill, new headlights, new corner lights, LEDs and everything. So let me go ahead and turn the lights on so you guys can see it. Yes, sir. 10 times better. Crystal clear. Got the LEDs in there, no ballast now. As you can see, this one's on, that one's on. And make sure if you ever doing this, if y'all got any Rangers or trucks and you putting LEDs on, make sure you check the LEDs before you mount everything back up, because sometimes the LEDs need to be switched over, and then you'll put everything back just to turn them on. They don't work, just to have to switch them over. So make sure they're all in, and when I put my blinker on, this one will turn orange and then start blinking orange just like that, or my hazards or anything like that. But Jesus, let me close the hood. Yeah, that is 10 times better. Way better, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I think that looks 10 times better. And there we go, guys. Nice facelift on the Ranger. So I know I went and checked out that Mustang, so I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about that encounter. So we're gonna finish off the video with talking about that Mustang. So that was a 2020 5.0 10-speed that I went to go check out, and everything was pretty cool until we went on a test drive, man. The car was actually pretty nice, and it drove pretty decently. It drove good. It was pretty smooth. I think the car only had like 20K miles on it. That's when everything kind of went haywire, I guess. We found somewhere so I could actually test drive the car and get on it a little bit, and make sure that everything was doing good, because we were in like Dallas area, and where he was at, it was like the streets were super narrow. There was alleyways everywhere, so we couldn't really go anywhere, as you guys saw how I pulled up to get there. So we couldn't really find anywhere to drive the car like that. And out of nowhere, the accessory belt that controls the alternator and everything popped off of the car. So the alternator started to try to die, the car started to try to overheat, and everything was going crazy. And I'm just like, on a 2020, you got the belts popping off and shit like that. It was pretty crazy. So I kind of got really iffy on it. Right when we parked it, I went and did a double check around the car and shit like that. And when I went to that passenger side rear, there was no accidents on the Carfax or nothing like that. Me personally, I don't care about rebuild title cars or anything like that, as long as it's fixed properly and there's no crazy excessive damage. If it's a clean title, that's even better. But this car specifically, there was no accident on Carfax or nothing like that. But when I went around to look at the back of the car, he was telling me that, I accidentally got hit in the back or something like that. And it was easy. We fixed it here, because where he was at was a body shop. I guess his dad or uncle owned a body shop. But the rear quarter panel was still not fixed correctly. There was like a small crack, and some of the paint, the back bumper still had a crack in it, stuff like that. And I just kind of got real iffy on it. The price was kind of cheap, but with those type of issues, I just wasn't really feeling it, so I kind of passed on it. And then it was modded, so it was on E85. It had like a couple of tunes, and the guy didn't know nothing about it. He was pumping other fuel in it and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know what, I feel like it's best for me to just stay away from that car, because I don't personally know everything that's done to it, and he doesn't even know. So that's probably just a bad sign. The hunt for a car is still on, guys. Just because I don't have a car right now doesn't mean the videos are going to stop. I still got plenty of content I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys some game on the market right now too, on this next video, on how to just chill, because everything literally on the market is about $10,000, $10,000 to $15,000 more than what it should be. So keep that in mind when you're looking at cars. Make sure they're priced correctly, because everything is about 10 to 15K more than what it should be, and I'm not paying that. I'd rather pay what it's worth, so I don't lose money in the long run. So stay tuned to the video. The next video will be up pretty soon. I appreciate you guys. We're doing the little Ranger build as a side build. Rest in peace, my little old truck. And appreciate you guys staying with the channel, supporting me. Make sure you guys check out maxpeedingrods.com. Use my code, man. Support the channel, and so we can keep those sponsors coming and stuff like that. Go on there, use my code, buy something off of there. And that turbo, you can buy that turbo on there, and stay tuned for that giveaway, man. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Peace out.